Okay, today we have our cross member mocked up on the engine here since we got the mounts stuck on the engine permanently here. So you can see how that's going to go. One little problem we have here. The instructions do say to trim this area of the cross member. This is actually the cup kind of thing that the original motor mount fits into. It's kind of the bump stop. Like if the mount breaks or if the mount stretches, it'll come up and hook on here rather than, you know, pull the engine up further. And our flexible part of this mounting system is right here, so we really don't need this. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got this marked here where it would be nice to remove that much material to get it out of the way of the header, but I think probably on both sides I'm just going to zip this part right off because it interferes a little bit on the driver's side too. So I figured we just take this off. It's not going to hurt the structural integrity of the cross member or anything, and it'll have some extra material out of the way of the header and whatever else is going to run down there. We'll find that out later. We're starting to get the engine bay prepped. Well, starting to finish getting the engine bay prepped to do a test fit. We're going to do a test fit of the engine in there. Just put it down on the dolly, set the back of the car down, and slide it under there, and then pull it up with the engine hoist, bolt the cross member in, and then we'll see how everything fits. Okay, well, we got it ground down to the point where we got lots of nice header clearance here. So that's pretty good. This was the side that was closer. And as you can see even here, I can put my hand in here now. I mean, this is going to come back a little bit, but not nearly enough to contact anything. The next area of worry is where the rack goes. These bosses here have wings on them and the pan comes down at an angle here before it kind of flattens out in the middle. And as you can see on this side, the bolts out here are, the nuts out here are probably about 2 or 3 turns loose right now. So this is actually sitting down a little bit. When I had them tightened up, this was actually, as you can see, it was touching the oil pan. So probably take the flapper wheel and, you know, adjust those a little bit. And then hopefully we'll have a good fitting cross member. Since that's so tight in there, I'm probably going to take the new steering rack out of the box and bolt that up on there just to be sure it doesn't come into contact with the oil pan. Okay, so we spent a little time with the flapper wheel on this. Have this all ground down and smoothed out. And we did this side too. This was only a little bit in the way. This one was worse. But that's it. I'll bolt it back up in there and see if it actually fits this time. Okay, got it all whittled down and in here, and it's looking pretty good. Got plenty of room over here. Well, by plenty I mean enough. Some room there, and as before, we got plenty of clearance around the header. You can fit your hand in there, so that's plenty good. And over on this side, still got plenty. So
So we're looking good now from a cross member aspect. That's about ready to nail in.